So welcome to day 3. It is once again a late night. It's 10:57 here. I seem to be filming always at night, which is quite interesting. I think it lets me get through the day. So the topic for this video is about vows. That's V-O-W, if you can't understand my accent. So, what is a vow? It is considered to be an oath or a promise. In many traditions and orders, they will have sacred vows that will be part of their religious journey. So whether it be a vow of celibacy, a vow of silence, a vow of poverty. There's all these different vows that are taken. So they may be seen as vows that have the person the vow taker, have them go through a process of whether it be suffering or separation or somehow taking an aspect out of their life, or their general comfort may be challenged by a vow. So I personally am currently upholding 2 vows. Well, 2 conscious vows. There's many others that I carry that are not so prevalent within my life. So the first vow is my vow of vegetarian. So my actual upholding of my vow is to consume a living, breathing life. I must be able and willing to take that life into my hands before I can consume, whether it be meat or generally anything that involves an animal dying in the process. So if I go fishing and I catch a fish and I kill it and prepare it myself, I can eat it. If I was to cut the head off a chicken and take its life and then prepare it, I could eat that. So the way that I see it is kind of prevents me from wastelessly killing animals. Makes me responsible for my actions. And then also really connects me to what I'm eating and what I'm putting into my body. In the process, I've always also increased this to, I'm currently no gelatin as well. And with my milk and my bread, well, not bread, milk and eggs and everything, I try to buy like free range and organic where possible. So the second vow I uphold is currently a vow of sobriety. So it was from Beltane last year, so which would be the end of October our time, Southern Hemisphere, to just only a few days ago to Samhain. I upheld a vow of sobriety. Since then I still haven't drunk, but yeah, so currently going through that process. And it has been a challenge. There's been times where I've wanted to go through and drink, and times where, yeah, I've just kind of gone through, really thought about my relationship with alcohol and just generally everything I'm putting into my body. So it's been a challenge with that, and been to rituals where alcohol was used and turning that away and being separated from that. So I've been to a voodoo ritual, and the priestess that was running the ritual completely understood and anointed me with the alcohol they were drinking, so as long as it was kind of being used in some way. But yeah, it's really kind of been helping me explore my relationships with particular deities that I work with, taking out that intoxicating alcohol-linked aspect of them, and yeah, kind of looking more into ecstatic like phases and states and worship that doesn't involve getting ridiculously blind drunk. I think also through this process, reclaiming's kind of really encouraged me in this process as well. A lot of witch camps, well, all witch camps that I'm consciously aware of, don't allow alcohol or drugs, apart from medicated drugs, to be consumed at camp. And yeah, the experiences I've had there have been amazing, and I was clear, like, wasn't under the influence of anything except for energy, life force, and so yeah, no alcohol, and then the next day don't have a hangover or not really affected by all that sort of stuff. So it's definitely been quite interesting. I don't know if I'm going to drink again. I have amazing liqueurs that I would love to drink, but I think when I'm drawn and called to, I will. I think also I need to explore more a ritual relationship with alcohol, and I'm getting to the point in my life where I do want to start being able to eat some meat again. So I think going fishing and being responsible for that, and putting more ritual and process and thought behind it. So being more conscious and aware about what I'm doing and how I prepare things. So the same way I would prepare for ritual, prepare for any meal really. And I think with any vow, it is about that conscious choice to willingly surrender into this offering that is a vow. And through this process, whether it be suffering, the outcomes can be joyous, and it's being honest and willing to take on what you can, and just really checking in with yourself whether you're prepared to make be willing to surrender into what is required of you, and being able to, if you need to, push further, try harder, try differently. It may not work for you. Little things like I've been working through a lot of, like lately, running the Iron Pentacle every morning. When I go to work in the morning, from when I get off of the bus in the city to walking to work, I try to travel in silence as well. So it's just easy to start with little vows, and then the bigger ones don't seem so hard. So yeah, just take some time and look into your life and see, is there any vows that you would be willing to take? Whether you take it on for a month, for 6 months, for a year, even a day, like taking a whole day of silence. Just really explore this process and see what happens, because you may surprise yourself, and through this you may learn a lot more about who you are and what your ethics and morals are, because at the end of the day you answer to yourself, and it is your truth that you will find in the sacrifices you are willing to make. So that's it for this. The next few vlogs, for at least tomorrow and Sunday, will most likely be while I'm away, and hopefully will be up shortly. But that's it for this evening. Much love and blessings, and blessed be. Mwah.